Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I have for you a BLS Relinq deck. Now, this is one of those decks that, you know, we did see a little bit during the 3-star demotion post-nerf era, where you use a big Sanga of the Thunder, and then you combine them with, you know, Black Luster Soldier and Super Soldier Synthesis to special summon your BLS and then throw in a gene of the rituals and make him immune for traps. This was never really considered meta, I guess, but it was still a fun deck from back in the day that I recently saw my boy Reaper playing around with it, and I was like, let me try it. So now we're here. We're running one BLS, one Relinquished. The main engine is going to be the BLS. Relinquished is there for like the second punch. Like once they out your BLS, you want to be able to hit him with that boy Relinquished. I think one of each is enough, especially since BLS can be summoned from the grave or the hand. So that's why we have, you know, just one of each. I threw in one Gishki chain. It can help you search out rituals, but it can also set up your top deck, and that's something that I like doing in ritual decks, especially when I'm looking for a Sanga or a Jin specifically to ritual summon with. We have one Snipe Hunter for all the extra cards that might become dead in the deck. For example, we have two Gateway to Chaos that can search out or BLS, but once we have BLS in hand, we cannot use them anymore. So it's nice to have, you know, something to use them with in the shape of Snipe Hunter. It's also a 4-star Dark, which means you can use along with Senju to summon your Black Luster Soldier if you need to. Gateway to Chaos can also search a ritual spell after you put 3 counters on it. That came in pretty clutch in some scenarios, especially because when you ritual summon, you're sending monsters to the graveyard, so you're adding those counters, and then you can search, you know, the other ritual you need to follow up with your second monster, so that's pretty good. We have 2 Senju, 2 Sonic Bird, 2 Sphere Kribos, because the Sphere Kribos can also be used with Sanga to special summon your BLS, and for the obvious protection. And then Sphere Kribo and Relinquish, they just go hand in hand. The 1 Jin, this will make all your ritual monsters summoned by using this card immune to traps, which is pretty clutch since we don't have any sort of back row removal other than the boy Snipe Hunter. And then that's it. 2 Super Soldier Synthesis, 1 Black Evolution Ritual, and then 1 nasty Trecherous trap hole to make people rage quit. I won so many games because of Trecherous alone that it's kind of crazy that this card can still swing momentum that big. But anyway, let's just get into some replays. Not a whole lot to explain the deck. You guys have seen this deck before, and now you get to see what it's like in the current meta. Going up against Christian T, and this was a mirror match right off the bat. Well, not exact mirror match. He's not running the ritual stuff, but he is running 3-star demotion. I'm wearing my ritual blue hat too. So we're going second. We're gonna see triple back row and 1 set. So I know it's some sort of burn shenanigans. I'm obviously not gonna attack into that because there's more than likely a couple spike shield with chain back there. We're gonna see Suijin come out with 3-star demotion, and then we see an Amazon Swordswoman. An Amazon Swordswoman, as annoying as it is to have one on board, because it, you know, it keeps you from being able to push super aggressively, it actually gives me lethal, exact lethal this turn. So we're gonna use Senju of 1,000 Hands to get BLS to my hand. Special summon the BLS using the Sanga and the Jin from the deck. And the cool thing about Jin is that once it's in the grave, you can banish it to ritual summon a monster, and it just so happens to be a 1-star like Relinquished. So right now my BLS is immune to traps, and I'm about to put a Relinquish, Floodgate, nice meme. I'm about to put a Relinquish on board that it's also immune to traps. And Relinquish has a fun interaction with Amazon Swordswoman. So I'm going to steal the Suijin to make my Relinquish 2500 attack, exactly 1000 above Amazon Swordswoman. As we all know, Amazon Swordswoman, your opponent takes all battle damage that you would have taken from battle involving this card. Well, guess what Relinquish says? Relinquish says, if this card would be, while equipped with the monster, any battle damage you take from battles involving this card inflicts Wait, what? Any battle damage, I lost my line. Any battle damage you take from battles involving this card inflicts equal effect damage to your opponent. So we're gonna take 1,000 Wall of these sick meme, and we're gonna give him 1,000 effect damage because of Relinquish, and then with our BLS we can do the other 3,000. Even though my Senju went back to 0 attack because of Wall of D, the other two weren't affected. Easy game, easy life. I woke up recently, so I apologize if my voice sounds a little weird, and I'm also, it's kind of hard to talk. I haven't spoken at all. Alright, so we're going first against Arcana. I believe this is a trick up the sleeve, and this was an interesting deck that my opponent was running. It was a it wasn't just a Blue Eyes. I believe they had Blue Eyes engine in it, but it was a Heretic. We're gonna see Heretic Dragon and being tributed to summon Galaxy Serpent. He's then gonna summon What-Tailed Dragon and go into Stardust Dragon. So really cool place. I was very happy to see something as spicy as this right in the ladder. We're gonna use Fear Creepo. We get a disgusting top deck in BLS. So now we have a Trap Immune Blackluster Soldier that's gonna be able to get rid of that Cosmo Brain immediately. And I'm just doing this to thin my deck out, and maybe I can pick up a Relinquish. So it's gonna destroy my Sonic Bird. I pick up a Sangan instead, so I'm gonna summon that with 3-star Demotion. Destroy the Stardust. Man-Eater Bug is gonna say goodbye to my BLS, unfortunately. Pick up a Sonic Bird. And I think that's pretty much it. My opponent never got to recover from the original play, even though it was a really good play. He was never able to get it going after that, so pretty easy win, all things considered. And I had originally saved a salty replay from this alien player. He took like, I don't know, 5 minutes to do his whole play, and at the end he stole my Senju, and then he special summoned like an Overlord, and then he was trying to destroy my back row, and I finally hit him with that Treacherous after all that time, and he just scooped. I'm like, bro, you were playing solitaire there for 5 minutes, and you're gonna quit after a Treacherous? But I ended up getting a better replay, so we got rid of that. So we searched BLS and we searched a Relinquish, which is good. We're gonna see for hires, and we got a present for them. Get that Treacherous real quick. Goodbye. They're gonna set double back row. Unfortunately, we did not pick up anything to summon our monsters. I can use Relinquish and a Sanga to special summon my Blackluster Soldier, but I didn't want to waste my Relinquish because I'm almost at 3 counters, and that's when I can get my my ritual spell. So we're kind of playing conservative right now. Dawnpie is gonna destroy Wiz. It's gonna summon Wiz and destroy my Senju, and now I have the 3 counters on my Gateway to Chaos. So my plan here was to activate one of my Super Soldier Synthesis, because I believe yeah, it negates the activation, which means I could have activated a second one, and if I activate my field spell right away, he can negate that, and then I don't get my Surge. But turns out he doesn't have a for hire card in the hand, so all my spells are gonna go through. We're gonna special summon or immune Blackluster Soldier, followed by a search of the Black Illusion Ritual. Get that also immune Relinquish, so we can steal that Whiz. Let me get that Whiz. We go for the attack while Disruption. I'm immune, you forehead, and we get the win. Pretty nice. Obviously, Treacherous really swung that duel into my favor, but people gotta look out for it. We got Arcana and Kaiba to end. Coffee Bear. Some of these people's names, man. Like, I know my names are random, but not even I come up with those names. Alright, so another trick up the sleeve. I believe this is a Blue Eyes. And the amount of times I got Treacherous in my starting hand, it's kind of insane. But I feel like it's always been that way. So we're gonna see Cosmo Brain, Tribute a Psychic, guys. We're gonna Treacherous that immediately, getting rid of both his monsters. And this is what I was talking about. I top deck BLS the last turn, so I couldn't activate my Gateway to Chaos, which is sad. But we can summon our Blackluster Soldier now, and he will be immune to any traps. We go for the attack. Nice Treacherous, mate. But mine is immune. Yours were not. So hit him for 3k, and then that's the scoop. So that was a that was a fair battle. We each got our Treacherous early game. He didn't summon an immune monster. That's his fault. I win. And for this last duel, we got a Kaiba. And once again, we got that spicy Treacherous. Oh yeah, this was all Treacherous. It's just, if you didn't already know how ridiculously good Treacherous is, all I had to do was wait for him to use all his resources. Right now, he doesn't have a Vampire Retainer or a Vampire Familiar in the graveyard. I know that the Vampire Grace is coming. So really important here, you have to play with your toggle on when you're doing this. On the summon of the Vampire Grace, I have to flip up my Treacherous, because if I let him activate the effect, even though there's nothing on my field to destroy it, he can still send a follow-up Familiar or a follow-up Retainer to the graveyard, and I wanted to stop that. So now he's pretty much out of resources. He's got a Vampire Vamp in his hand. I don't know what the other card is, but I'm gonna destroy the only other monster he's got on the field. He draws, can't do anything. So really important to time your Treacherous trap pull. You can't just immediately activate it, especially when they summon a Samurai Skull, because then they just get a Suki back or another monster. But anyway, easy win. I didn't even need to ritual summon there. That was all Treacherous. And yeah, really insane how often you get Treacherous to your hand. And I know that that's nothing new, but it's still kind of weird. But anyway, that's it. Oh, sorry, Relinquish. I didn't mean to kick you out. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, not a meta deck or anything like that. Just something from the past that I really enjoy playing. Shout out to my boy Reaper yet again. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description. I'll look at my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. Really, really appreciate that. And till next time.